Welcome back, everybody! Hopefully today is the day that we finish this case. Patricia Roland, are you indeed the murderer? I wonder. Probably. Yeah, let's ask about testifying things once more, please. No objections here.
Thank you, Edgeworth dear. I'll do my best.
Do my best! Well then, Warden Roland, I trust there will be no lies from here on out. Her pool of lies is slowly running dry. Soon I will bring out her true nature. Oh my gosh, her true nature. I can't wait to see it. My story, part 2.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation. I always make sure to talk to all the new rivals. Mr. Knightley, yes, we had a little chat. After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you.
She's piling lies on top of lies, not realizing that it only tightens the noose around her neck. You speak with the new prisoners, you say?
That's right, I'm glad you understand.
Your testimony is not solid evidence. It requires more than just understanding. Well then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, let's do this cross-examination. Rebuttal to my story, part 2.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation.
Or, actually, wait, I don't need to save. Didn't I just save? I don't actually know. Whatever, I'm not gonna save, though. You're certain you interrogated him the day before the show?
Yes, around 3 a.m. on the 27th.
3 at night. That matches the time of death on Knightley's autopsy report. You summoned him that late at night and he wasn't asleep.
Well, a guard was attacking Knightley's cell, remember? After that incident, we checked his cell and inquired about the circumstances. I'm sure all the excitement made it hard to sleep. Knightley was wide awake, you know.
So even though it was highly irregular, you still carried out this late-night interrogation.
Edgeworth, dear, you're so mean.
Nuh.
It may have been irregular, but the truth is I had him moved. You can call it what you like, but it still doesn't change the facts.
Please excuse him. I'll give him my incompetent apprentice a good scolding later. But for now, mademoiselle, what did you mean when you said you had moved him? Had him moved?
I thought it was obvious, monsieur. I spoke to him in my office.
Her office. The route she used to move Knightley's body. Please add that statement to your testimony.
Oh, of course. Around 3 a.m. the day before the show, the victim was brought to my office.
Yes, indeed. The time of death sometime from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. on March 27th, dying. Oh, the time range? I thought there was an exact time. Well, excuse me then. Well, in that case, either way, that's what we gotta go for, apparently. And where is your office located exactly?
You know that sign in the detention center hallway?
You mean the one that says no entry?
Yes, it's just a short walk up that aisle, just about 5 minutes from the cell block.
I've heard that room exits into the courtyard.
Of course, that side of the courtyard is my private garden. Oh, I get it. You're going to say I use that route to move the body.
Indeed, you must have been able to use it if you would use that route. For now, that is merely a possibility. There is no decisive evidence to support it. But there is no other way that the body could have been moved. Surely you haven't forgotten my theory that Simon Keyes dropped the body in the well? That's right. What she said. No. Pursuing this point further would be hazardous.
I always make sure to talk to all the new rivals.
What did you talk about?
What indeed? It was just trifling conversation. What kind of animals he liked, what his hobbies were, that sort of thing.
Hobbies? I assume he mentioned chess.
Oh yes, that's all Knightley would ever talk about. Now that I think about it, the note he had in his room, it probably had something to do with chess too.
So Warden Roland saw Knightley's note.
Mr. Knightley, yes, he had a little chat. I didn't mean to skip that, my bad.
And what was Knightley like during his interrogation?
He was very honest.
Mr. Knightley was honest, pal.
He also talked about a croissant and some kind of promo.
And hasn't and chess piece promotion, I presume. Looks like he was in his usual chess-loving self.
After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you.
If he really returned to his cell, there is no way he would be a corpse now.
I know you're suggesting that I killed him during the interrogation, but I couldn't possibly have had a motive to kill Miss Knightley, could I? Dogen was the only one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim.
She only hated Dogen. Please add that statement to your testimony. Wait, we're adding 2 statements to the testimony?
Dogen was the one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim.
Wrong. I forgot to press it, didn't I? Oh well. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to have a look at this. It looks like a record of a chess game. Is there something wrong with it? Didn't we, go over this before? Did we just forget? Seriously. How do you forget? This was discovered in the victim's cell. It was Knightley's memo. Warden Roland, you also discovered this note in the very same place. And not just in Knightley's cell, but in Dogen's too, correct?
What are you?
Don't say that you don't know about the chessboard in the special cell. After all, you would have kept an eye on Dogen's actions, down to the smallest details. No, to be more precise, it wasn't Dogen that you needed to keep an eye on. The warden was searching for Mr. Dogen's henchman. From the start, I found it strange that the warden interrogated the prisoners personally, since he used his henchmen to threaten harm to her family. Warden Roland interrogated Dogen to expose them.
So, what are you saying?
As you inspected Dogen's mail, you must have known that he played correspondence chess. And then Knightley appeared, the chess memo in hand. You deduced that he and Dogen were connected. You must have arrived at the same conclusion as well. However, you went one step too far in your reasoning. You thought Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen, who had come to kill you. So that's why you interrogated Knightley, boy. The boss won't crack, go after his henchmen. In addition, you discovered something when you were interrogating him. Inside the chessboard, you found a portable chisel. A murder weapon. To Warden Roland, the chisel was a symbol of Dogen. And that was the final straw. You believed Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen and you killed him. It seems there will be no rebuttal. Judge Courtney, your verdict. Though it is incredibly unfortunate, there seems to be no room for doubt. I shall announce my verdict for the murder of Horace Knightley.
Hold it!
Twice my sacred verdict has been interrupted. Who was that? Who else would it have been? Jeez. Warden Roland.
Oh, how strange. You guys really don't understand anything.
It would seem the one who doesn't understand is you.
Me? Oh, I understand one thing very, very, very well.
Well, I'd say Mr. Scarf has gone a little insane right now. Like, oh.
There was a huge contradiction in your logic, Mr. Edgeworth.
When she's cornered, she starts spouting nonsense. Pay it no heed, Judge Courtney. Your verdict.
Overruled!
I am interested in hearing what the warden has to say. What?
I thought so. I just have one thing I want to say.
One?
Please take a good look at the autopsy report.
The autopsy report, the one I brought with me.
I heard exactly what you said earlier, Justine, darling. You said the wound was 4 inches deep.
4 inches? No, wait. Small, but it doesn't really say anything how big it is, though. So, what are you talking about? We didn't exactly examine the length of it, now did we? No way.
Could that tiny chisel really made a wound 4 inches deep?
I mean, yeah, why couldn't it have? I mean, it looks pretty big. Relatively speaking, anyway. Impossible! How could I have made such an error? Oh, forgive me, goddess of law.
Well, I believe that overturns your hypothesis. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
What will we do? It'll be alright, pal. Mr. Edgeworth always. ... Whoa, hey now, he's gone all white. Hey, you're a defense attorney, aren't you? Isn't there something you can do, pal? Do that turnabout thing. Make some earth-shattering objection. Uncle Ray's a hard-working worker, but without decisive evidence, we're just whipping a dead horse here. Does that mean it's hopeless?
It's time for logic chess.
Probably.
True killer is Warren Roland. If it's not her, then nothing that's happened fits. The chisel isn't the murder weapon. Are there any other sharp objects here?
Maybe. There are still many mysteries remaining in this case. However, we do not have the evidence to solve them at this present time. We have no choice but to continue this battle in the courtroom.
Objection!
That would just give the killer a chance to destroy evidence. Are you mocking the court? No, I didn't mean anything like that. You look perplexed, Miles. Thought of anything yet? Why not just, like, if you're still gonna suspect Simon for some bizarre reason, then why not just have Simon and the warden in jail until we can determine who the real freaking culprit is? I mean, my goodness.
The chisel is not the murder weapon. In that case, what is? It's no use. Take this! We're back where we started.
No objections, Prosecutor Edgeworth. By the way, any baseless statements will be punished accordingly. ...
It's no good. I can't think of anything. I need more time. I regret to say, I have no... I have no dots.
No, Mr. Edgeworth! Remember what Mr. Shields said? If we give up, Simon will... Have you forgotten that sad look on his face? He was the one who suffered the most from Knightley's death. If we can't save him, who will? Besides, Simon believes in us, so we can't give up.
Kay.
Miles, look like you found a good partner. It's like little Kay says. Whenever you're backed into a corner, think of your client. Keep fighting until the very end. Isn't that the feeling you're getting? Gregory, your old man. No matter what trouble he faced, he would always turn things around and save his client. You've got his blood in you, right? In that case, you're the only one who can turn this around. ...
Judge Courtney.
The look in your eyes has suddenly changed. If you do intend to speak, you'd better be prepared to face the consequences. Your logic thus far has been misplaced numerous times. If this were to happen again, I will consider you unfit to call yourself a prosecutor. I thought she was already going to take away my badge, no matter what, if I don't get the right answer. So, I mean, like, what are you talking about? Jeez. And you won't hand over your badge.
That's right. My reasoning about this case has indeed been misplaced numerous times. Have I made a grave miscalculation? Wait. My logic is misplaced.
Still silent, I cannot condone this waste of time. Well then... Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth! I will announce my verdict.
That's it. I have to turn my logic around. My logic is misplaced. It's been misled.
This court finds the defendant Simon Keys.
Isn't it a little early to hand down a verdict?
I actually think it's rather late, don't you agree, Justine, darling?
Enlighten us.
What?
Try to remember. The eyewitness account about his dog and his absence from the animal show. When I first heard that information, my suspicion immediately fell on Dogen.
I'm amazed you take such pride in retelling your previous failings.
But was that not the killer's aim? Was it, if we assume that was their intention from the start? Of course, the chisel served the same purpose.
Huh.
Knightley's body was stabbed in the same spot with multiple sharp objects. This shows that he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon was removed. By soaking the chisel in Knightley's blood. The killer wanted to mislead us into thinking the chisel was the murder weapon. Why? That's because... Why did the killer want us to think the chisel was the murder weapon?
To get Dogen expelled?
Warden Roland, you made use of this chisel's image.
Chisel's image? What are you trying to say?
Mr. DeBest, when you see this chisel, what does it suggest to you?
Something like that? Dogen is the killer, right?
Now do you understand? That was the warden's aim.
She wanted to suspect the person with the chisels.
Indeed. That was her plan from the very beginning. To make Sirhan Dogen out to be the killer.
I understand your logic. It is true that the warden did not think kindly of Dogen. But you understand, don't you? This alone does not prove she is the killer.
As I thought, it's not enough. The remaining chance is for me to find the real murder weapon.
I'm going to be right back, actually. Hold on a second. Making a cut! Alright, everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that sudden cut, but, you know, just things had to happen. I don't know, I was getting a little weirdly lightheaded randomly, so I just wanted to get snack on something real quick just to get my energy back, because I'm like, like, what is going on? Like, Problem is, it's kind of hot in my room right now, too. It's like 82 or something like that. I ran the AC before starting this little mini session here, but for some reason, well, I guess, you know, it's summer now, and it is hot, so, I mean, even when you turn the AC down, and then you, excuse me. Even when you turn the AC down, though, it can still heat up again pretty quickly, so I guess that's kind of what happened. I think I turned down like 75 before I even started this. Now it's like, I literally just checked it's 80, so it's like, okay, well, it's cool. I'm gonna try and get through, like, at least these next 13, 14 minutes, whatever it is, and then we'll call it an episode, I guess. Hopefully we get to the end of this. If you have no more evidence, I believe this conversation is over. Come on, Roland, you're busted. Hurry up already and get guilty.
I could prove it if I found the real murder weapon.
It doesn't matter what you say. We did a clean sweep of this place. It is as Sebastian says. In the end, we could not find any weapons. In other words, such proof is impossible.
Well, what if Roland's carrying it on her person? No, the murder weapon must still be somewhere in the prison. As long as this exists.
The security gate!
You remember its name after all.
Are you mocking me? It's because of those things. That you can't take metal objects in or out of this place. Ah!
Yeah, exactly. Right. As long as those security gates exist, the murder weapon should still be here.
That also means no weapon could have been brought into the prison. In the end, we're back to the same mystery after all.
Judge Courtney.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, surely you've realized. If the real murder weapon is still in the prison, one must also consider how it got there in the first place.
The chisel was concealed within this chessboard. the chisel is not the real murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been smuggled in somehow.
The way it was smuggled in, can you prove that?
How Warden Roland brought that weapon into the prison. You want evidence transferred from the precinct?
Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogen. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but...
But... That's it! She could have used that! This shows another way a weapon could be brought into the prison.
What specifically, though? Let's see. Nope. 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 No. Checks metal object. No. Nope. Nope. No. Oh my gosh, attach a knife and it was custom made only two because this knife's been confiscated. Possibly, I suppose. Found in the break room at the prison courtyard was used the night before the body was found. Maybe, yeah, possibly. But no, I think it's this because it says something about the knife's been confiscated.
Yesterday, Dogen said this.
Yes, my bells. There are only two in the world.
Only two?
They're custom made, attached to my knife and Anubis's collar. Even though I can only rely on my ears, I can easily identify them. Alas, one has been confiscated and is not in my possession.
It's possible the murder weapon was brought in as confiscated evidence.
What?
Dogen's knife was confiscated and stored in the premises. Furthermore, a bell was attached to the knife.
It can't be. The bell on that chisel.
Exactly. The killer took it from the knife and reattached it to the chisel.
What? The only fingerprints on the chisel are Knightley's.
The killer probably wore gloves when they made the switch. She made the chisel out to be the murder weapon by attaching Dogen's bell, and in doing so made Dogen appear to be the culprit. Furthermore, the handling of the set of evidence that this bell originally belonged to was only possible for someone with the proper authority.
Who, sir? Who had that authority? Why don't we ask the warden what she thinks?
Hold it! You can find bells anywhere. Anyone could have attached your right.
I see. So you don't know. These bells are Dogen's trademark. There are only two in the world.
What? What?
And so attaching the bell would naturally make you the killer.
Do you have evidence that I have the knife? You don't, do you?
Of course, I understand. In that case, Mr. DeBest, I'd like you to request an investigation immediately.
But if you find it, it'd probably be problematic for me.
That doesn't matter now. It's necessary that we reveal the truth. You are a prosecutor, are you not?
Well, you say that.
Curse this useless prosecutor. If only I still had investigative rights.
Besides, we can't investigate without the warden's permission, right?
There's no way she would approve. We have no choice but to investigate ourselves.
If you don't have evidence, there's no use in continuing this conversation.
The goddess of law does not smile upon those with no evidence. This will have to be continued in the courtroom.
Not good. If we give the warden more time here, she'll definitely destroy the evidence. It seems like I have no choice but to raise an objection and stall for time. But I don't have anything definite. Is that really acceptable? Is it really like me to do something this reckless? No, not good. Now is not the time for hesitation. Right now, I'm not a prosecutor, but an attorney's assistant. I need to protect my client. I'm the only one who can save him now. In that case. Even if it's a 1 in a million chance, I have to take it. It's sink or swim. Should I raise an objection?
Well, I mean, again, I'm not gonna get punished for it, but
I'm not gonna raise an objection.
I mean, the truth is gonna be lost forever because I want to see what it looks like. Therefore, it's gonna count as a game over and be like, ah, boo. So, just an FYI, if this is a game over, don't count it as a mistake, but count it as a game over. Because, I mean, technically, I'm not losing any green bar for it, so, I mean, that can't be a mistake, right?
No, I must not object now.
It's not like you to let the killer get away when they are right before your eyes.
That's right, I can't come to a standstill here.
Objection!
Oh my gosh, it's like, what's the point of a choice if you're not gonna have a choice anyway?
Hold it.
But that's not what you said, Edgeworth. You said objection. Hold it! Prosecutor Edgeworth, what now?
I just realized something.
What would that be? Pray tell.
Naturally, the whereabouts of the real murder weapon. Dogen's knife.
Mr. Edgeworth, is that really true?
Yes, though it is a lie.
I find that hard to believe. This isn't a bluff, is it?
You underestimate me. The word bluff does not exist in my dictionary. Ugh, this is bad for my heart.
There's no way you can know because such a thing doesn't even exist.
Well then, could you enlighten us? Where's the real murder weapon?
Think. Think. Somewhere the police didn't look. A blind spot in this animal-filled prison. A hiding place the warden would have complete confidence in. Hiding place. Come to think of it. ...
Why am I in this flashback? It was inevitable, Anubis. Show them your mouth.
Oh my gosh, oh no!
The same method. No, it couldn't be, could it? But there aren't that many ways to hide things from investigators' eyes.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting?
It's possible, but I'm taking a big gamble here. The place where the real murder weapon is hidden is here.
I thought I was gonna be like selecting an option. You're telling me... What? What? The warden's office?
Take that!
Was the murder weapon really hidden in there? That's not enough information. Please show us in more detail.
Around here.
There's no way I can accept such a vague statement.
No, it was no good after all.
I thought I was gonna be like selecting like between three options. Like it was here, it was there, it was under the warden's coat. I'm like, oh, okay, then that's what I'll select. I don't know anymore.
I'll have to look at this through her eyes.
Well then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, show us once again where the murder weapon is hidden. Well, I can't select the special cell, so it's not there apparently. Nah. Is it here? One of the holding cells? Was the murder weapon really there? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Where could you hit it? No. I don't know. In the passageway? No? Alright, this is cool. I don't even know right now. What if I just said the offices? That would be a no as well. So it's not the warden's office, it's not the offices. Oh my gosh. The courtyard? Oh, come on. You're in the courtyard.
Indeed.
That's not enough information. Please show us in more detail.
Where is a real murder weapon hidden?
Take that!
I'm assuming there.
What? That's right, the murder weapon is hidden here.
I don't think you could hide something there, sir.
Even Gumshoe rebutted.
It's pointless to keep searching Edgeworth, dear, because it's most certainly not here.
Why is the warden so confident? Wait a second. Maybe she hid in a place where we couldn't approach.
Not just some place we couldn't approach, but some place only the warden could get to. It's definitely a possibility.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I can't actually. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I actually didn't realize you could move the camera either. I mean, I was just like, wait a second. It was down the well? What?
That's it. Back then.
Huh?
What's the matter, detective?
It looks like the metal detector is reacting to this alligator. Really? Why?
Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this.
The chisel. Wasn't that just a fake murder weapon?
Dogen hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth. And the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way. ... The real murder weapon is in this pond, inside the alligator.
What? What?
We can confirm that the metal detector reacted to the alligator. Judge Courtney, please have the insides of the alligator examined.
I give my consent. We'll have to call a veterinarian.
I can make that little girl open her mouth. Can I help?
I forgot Regina was even still here.
Yes, go ahead.
Gumshoe, you don't have to approach too. You're supposed to be afraid of alligators.
Warden Roland, discovering the real murder weapon will settle this matter once and for all. Why don't you do the honorable thing and confess now?
What would I have to confess?
In that case, you can just wait for your fate to be sealed.
Nah.
Ah, we found it, sir. Just where you said it would be.
It's over. Patricia Roland, the real murder weapon is none other than Dogen's knife. And the one who murdered Horace Knightley can only be you.
Oh, here comes the part where jacket comes off. Oh my god.
Dogen was the evil one. I didn't do anything wrong. It was completely reasonable. That guy was one of Dogen's henchmen. Him. If only he had never come to my home. I could at least still be happy. My special paradise. He ruined it, all of it. Him, that no-good assassin, him. Yeah. Hi, him.
Oh my god! Whoa! Okay, that's an that was an interesting jacket right there, if I do say so myself. March 28th at 12:34 p.m. Detention Center hallway.
Mr. The Best of the Best! We have the results! The best of the best? Looks like even the forensic officers have it tough. We found traces of Knightley's blood on Dogen's knife. It was just like you said. You're the best, Mr. The Best.
Alright, good job. But don't stop there. Keep the praise coming.
Yes, sir. You're so incredible. It brings tears to my eyes. From sorrow?
Well done, Sebastian. Next comes the follow-up investigation. Huh? What are you talking about, Justine? Hasn't the case been solved already?
We have not yet confirmed if Knightley truly was one of Dogen's henchmen.
How could he possibly be one of Dogen's henchmen? ...
There's also a chance that Warden Roland jumped to conclusions.
Oh!
That is the remaining uncertainty in this case.
Anyways, let's keep investigating. Hey, you there, come with me. Since I'm the best, the truth will appear before me first. When that moment arrives, make sure you don't miss it.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to witnessing your first-rate ability.
Let's go! And off they go. We live in troubling times, wouldn't you agree? ...
The
would-be assassin of the president was found murdered in the prison.
Knightley had not planned to assassinate the president.
The truth is not as vital as you seem to believe it to be. Not to the world. And not to the law. That can't be right. Believe what you will, however. As long as Prosecutor Edgeworth remains as a prosecutor, it is an inescapable reality.
The prosecutor is not someone who demands a guilty verdict. That is what I believe.
Those are merely your values. The law is not the plaything of any one person. If you will not submit to that, you will do well to prepare for the consequences. She really is an idiot. She's just like, prosecutors must demand guilty verdicts. Defense attorneys must demand innocent verdicts, not guilty verdicts. That is the way of the law. It is how it must always be. You cannot go both ways and seek the truth. It must be guilty or not guilty. That is final. You cannot choose both. What's that supposed to mean, pal? Don't tell me you're gonna... Now then, this is where I must take my leave. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh my gosh, we get to keep her badge. Wow!
Judge Courtney is right. The law should not serve any one person's desires. However, if the truth is bent as a result of that, can that really be called justice?
Here comes justice!
Ah, Simon!
Boss!
What happened? They said you could come out already?
Well, honestly, I don't know for sure. All of a sudden, they were like, you're free to go, and you should thank Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, that's because he found out who the real murderer was.
Really? He did? Mr. Edgeworth?
Dot.
Ooh. No way. You declaring me like that, it's useless. I'm innocent after all, you're not. You can't make me guilty.
Simon, you should thank him, you know?
You're right, thank you very much.
I want to thank you too.
Good grief.
Mr. Defense Attorney, can I ask you just one more question?
Yes, you may. But I'm not a defense attorney.
I thought that Knightley and I were friends. No, I mean best friends. I always thought we were.
You don't think so anymore?
Well, I'm just wondering, there were some things I had no idea about. Like how he could hate someone enough to kill them. That's why maybe he never trusted me neither.
Simon, that's not true.
You're lying, because if I had known, I could have stopped him. I would have told him he had no need to be angry with anyone.
Mr. Keyes, I don't think he disliked you either. But show him proof that Knightley trusted him.
The chessboard? Something that would make sense to me right at this very moment in time. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the chessboard.
That's what I need to.
Knightley hid a chisel inside it. Most likely to aid in his escape.
Escape, he used me.
He trusted in you. He knew you'd bring it to him without looking into it and without question. And in doing just that, you were caught up in everything.
Ah, Knightley, you idiot.
Looks like he gets it.
Simon's not as dumb as he looks after all. I'm sure he'll be back to normal by tomorrow.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Oh, yeah. I'll be strong. I'll become a splendid wild animal tamer for Knightley's sake.
Excellent. That's the spirit.
Oh my gosh, the hand motions! No, hold it!
Don't do that anymore!
You can't. You're not allowed to. I won't let you. This can't be happening.
I almost forgot. If you like, please come to our next show.
Very Big Circus is coming today. Very Big Circus.
I'll also be performing in it. The
Very Big Circus is always fabulous and fun for all ages.
Wow, that sounds like fun. Let's go, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I'll think about it.
Oh my gosh, he's thinking about it.
But we need to get back to practicing right away. You'll be with Regent today.
What? The tiger? No, wait.
It'll be fine. He's a good boy.
No way! There is no way it'll be fine. Please give me a break, boss!
And there they go. Clap, 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 clap. But man, bravo! You really put on a good show today, Miles.
It's all thanks to you, Mr. Shields. Without your help, she might have gotten away. Not to mention allowing us to continue the investigation.
Oh man, cut it out already. You're gonna make me blush.
I never know when you are being serious.
Uncle Ray is always serious. So how was it, Miles? How did it feel to be a defense attorney, to save people?
A defense attorney.
But that really took me back. It was just like being the next-year-old man again. Ha! It's been a while since I felt this good.
It was, well, it's somewhat difficult to say it was a good thing.
Come on, Miles, are you sure you don't want to be a defense attorney?
What?
You know, pick up where your old father left off. Don't you want to save people like he did? What are you talking about, pal? Mr. Edgeworth was a prosecutor. But is it really that unusual for a prosecutor to become a defense attorney these days? Unusual isn't the problem here. Hey, don't be so upset. It's normal, you know? Normal. It's not. Normal, pal! You'd all make for a powerful defense team.
Mr. Shields, I am a prosecutor.
And Uncle Ray is a defense attorney. That's why I'm being serious about this. ... Well, that's just my opinion. Feel free to drop by anytime if you have a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you. I'm out of here. See you later, suckers.
Follow in my father's footsteps. Me. Become a defense attorney.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad.
Should I become a defense attorney? Like my father?
Sure, why not? Hold it! No, I'm just kidding.
The end. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! It's time for the inherited turnabout.
On the next exciting episode, of course. Because we're not doing that now. We're going to do that later. We're going to do it like some other time in the distant future. It's going to be all like, whoa, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's Judge Courtney. It's insane. It's truly insane. And that looks like Gregory Edgeworth right there based off what we just saw. So, yeah, anyway, the next exciting episode, everyone, we're going to begin the next case. Episode 3, Case 3, The Inherited Turnabout. Look forward to it because it's going to be crazy. More crazy. More crazy. What was this, episode 30 or episode 31? Either way, we're like 30 episodes into this, and there's only 2 cases in, so... If every case after this gets even longer than that... Is it possible we threaten 100 episodes? I don't know. I have no idea yet. But anywho, though, everyone, we will see. We'll see. Let's... What was it? Case 1 was like 18, right? Or 12, or 11 or 12 episodes. So that makes this one like 19. I don't know how many cases are in this one, but 57 plus 30, that'd be 87. So assuming every case this going forward, assuming there's 5 cases, goes the same amount of episodes, it'd be like 87 episodes basically. So, that'll be interesting then. Oh my gosh, roughly in that area, 85 to 90-ish. Anyway, next episode we're gonna be doing some things. So I'll see you later, everyone. Bye bye.